Good evening, everybody. Sean here once again with the latest edition of Beer-snobby Goodness. Tonight's edition, this one has been in the fridge for a while, and I've actually had one of these before. Different, same brewer, different beer. This is Hoogstraten Porter. This is a product of Belgium, and the first one I got, I'm actually trying to remember if it was a stout or a Belgian dark ale. But I mean, let's face it, I mean, while I'm pouring this thing, I mean, just take in that bottle. I mean, how freaking cool is that bottle? And that was, that was the sole selling point the last time I had one from Hoogstraten. And the beer was also good. That was the bonus. So it still sits on, the bitchin' beer shelf here. All the honorable beers get here anyway. Kind of a sweet aroma, which I believe is, I think that is a characteristic of a Belgian brew. Let's see while that's settling down. Yeah, going by the bottle notes here. I actually couldn't find the brewer's website. Let's see. The Freeman Porter from Hoogstraten, a dark top-fermented porter brewed according to the purity law of 1516. Now, I did look up the purity law, strangely enough that I could find information on. Now, apparently, it was also known, apparently a German beer law, provisional one, which was formerly, in the old language was called Reinheitsgebot. Probably thoroughly mangled the pronunciation of that, but just look up 1516 purity law and you'll find it. Apparently this was designed to prevent price competition with bakers of wheat and rye, which is... the restrictions of grains to barley was meant to ensure the availability of sufficient amounts of affordable bread. Logical, given the times, The aroma is promising, though. Like I said, not particularly robust. I think Belgian porters are different from an English-style porter, so this will be an interesting change of pace for me. Well, all I'm going to say on this is there is definitely a distinct difference between a Belgian-style porter and an English-style porter. This was, I think it kind of suffers from a degree of expectation. I think porter, I'm thinking English style. Nice, good, rich, dark, sometimes smoky, chocolatey, notes to it. This had none of that. Now, because this is Belgian as opposed to in England or an English-based porter, I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that's a normal thing. I mean, I have had Belgian ales before, and they do tend to have their own unique flavor. So, on that piece, I am going to give it a pass. However, decent flavor, not knocking my socks off, unfortunately. And I've got to tell you, when I shell out what I did for this particular bottle, I frankly want to be a little more wowed. My advice, based on my experience, I was drinking this out of a nice Chimay glass. Find yourself some Chimay, preferably the red, if you want to have, want to get yourself dabble into the Belgian stuff. So, it is what it is. You have enough beers, you're occasionally going to have a miss. So, I like to endorse it, but frankly, the my favorite part of it is the bottle design, which yeah, there you go. Now you've got to admit that is cool. Well, like I said, what are you gonna do? So, you know, till next time. This is Sean. Cheers.